female passengers, I just want to remind you this is Royal Caribbean, not Carnival. The pool deck is a no twerking zone. Keep your ass on the floor. But I tell you what, man, I have a great time. And I know y'all been having a great time because I've been watching y'all. It must have been 10, 12 people stuck in that hot tub. Wasn't even that big. All of them just packed in there, just laughing, drinking, having a good time. The water was just bubbling over the top, just bubbling over the top. I looked over, they hadn't even turned it on yet. And all I'm saying is, you're not the only one on vacation. That's all. Just be mindful of the people. Because I like having fun. I come from a fun place. I come from California. I love being from California. A lot of people in America trip off of Californians, and as Californians, we want you to know, we don't give a shit. You can stay in your boring ass state. California's crazy, and we know we're crazy. Every day some crazy shit happens. I can turn on my news and see everything that happens every day, something wild and crazy. Like right now, we have a thing that just happened this past year. In January, they banned plastic bags at the grocery store. In all of California, you go to the grocery store, there are no more plastic bags. Yet the Kardashians are able to roam free. And one thing about California is that we love entertainment. Californians love entertainment more than all your other states. We love entertainment so much. If you are a famous enough actor, we'll put you in charge of our government. That's how crazy our asses are. We've done it twice. We have Reagan, we have Arnold. Arnold ran California. Was it something he said? I'm going to feed California. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be incredible. That man said he was going to fix education. He can't even say education. The children will learn, whatever. But he won, right? He won twice, you know, and people trip off of voting in America. I don't know why. How do y'all trip off of voting? It's so simple. Someone goes up and says some shit that you relate to, you like, and you say, I want to put that person in charge. So you say, I'm going to go vote for them, and then sometimes that person wins, sometimes they lose. That's all that happens. So think about it. How did Arnold become governor of California? Were people sitting around in California going, no, I like that dude. He's just like me, you know. I'm not from here, he's not from here. I don't speak English, he don't speak English. He shot people, I shot people. He'll be back, I'll be back. Make a run for the border, vato. But now let's talk about the border, immigration reform, and illegal alien. I do find it funny a bunch of old immigrants complain about the new immigrants. Somewhere there's an Indian going, oh, don't like the new neighbors, huh? But that's why I love being on a cruise ship, because it gets you the truth. Some of y'all watch the news program, they lie to your face. They tell you these people are horrible, these people hate you, these people want to do you harm. And then you travel, and you come on a cruise, and you meet people from that part of the world, and you find out the truth, that we do get along. They don't want you to know you can't get along, because they can't control y'all and take all your money. That's the straight up truth. People are beautiful everywhere, man. People are beautiful. Right? But I have to smell honesty, and I have to admit to y'all, some cultures can be overwhelming. Let me tell you a story. All right, I now live in Los Angeles, California. Bought a house there. Why? Because I have good credit. That's right, ladies. You're looking at a single black man with a credit score in the 800s. That's right. I'm like the chupacabra. You've heard of my existence, but you've never seen me in person. I bought my house. My parents still live in San Diego, where I grew up. Went to visit my parents. When I visited my parents down in San Diego, while I was down there, I made a mistake. I went to a Walmart on a Sunday afternoon. I didn't know. I'm not saying there's too many Mexicans there, but I saw one white man and nodded at him like he was a homie. He was riding step, hey, how's it going? United we stand, united we stand. We went and had lunch. Had tacos. We sat around and talked about the good old days when it's just the two of us. He apologized for that whole slavery thing. I apologize for us taking over golf. It's just one of us, the best ever. No, because golf, think about it. Golf is a white man sport. It's the only sport where there's no running, no jumping involved. And if you get too tired, you can ride to the hole. That's got white written all over it. Even the ball is white. Boink. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm a big time golfer. I golf everywhere I can around the world. And for those of you that love golf like I do, you're gonna appreciate this next story. A friend of our family was a big time golfer. This man golfed every day he could throughout his life. Lived to the incredible age of 96 years old. Even golfed the week he passed away. We say, I don't know how he pulled that shit off. But we said, we're gonna give him a golfer's funeral that a golfer would appreciate. So what we did in service is too cool. Took that sound that all golfers love, that ball hitting the bottom of the cup. Ran that through some speakers. And as they were lowering the casket, all of us stood around and yelled, get in the hole, get in the hole. You're the man, get in the hole, get in the hole. Put a scorecard on his chest, 1 under. Come on, we couldn't let him die in par, it wouldn't be right. Now there's other sports I love. I'm a big fan of football, but I'm not like all the other guys. I don't watch football with a bunch of fellas, yelling at the screen, drinking beer, that's not me. I watch football with a woman. I watch it with my grandmother because she's nuts. Only person I've ever seen who will actually cheer an instant replay. He's like, go, go, go. Oh, child, he got stopped in the same place as last time. He's going a lot slower this time, though. That's why he got caught. Now, for you international travelers out there, you know this to be true. The #1 sport on our planet is called football. But in America, we call that sport soccer because we don't like it. They have been trying for decades to get Americans to watch soccer. You know how much Americans hate to watch soccer? We'd rather watch 5 fat guys play cards on ESPN. Cards on a sports channel. I didn't think there's anything in the world lazier than watching fishing. But my ass is wrong. You're willing to watch a table full of men show no expression for entertainment. Some of y'all right now going, what's the river card? What's the river card? Now some sports I don't have to watch. I just like listening. I love listening to women's tennis. Oh. All I do is turn it up real loud and leave the room, and all I hear is 40 love. So nice. I think I hurt my Sharapova. So hot. Other sports I don't watch because it's uncomfortable. Very popular sport. I don't watch baseball. It's too weird. Some of y'all watch baseball your whole life, love the game, but you don't break down what's happening. It's very strange what happens in baseball. First of all, there's a guy on a mound of dirt called a pitcher. He's elevated above all the other players on the field. And he stands there with his little ball and glove in his hand. And he looks around like he's judging all the other players. I'm incredible. I'm better than all of you. That's why I have this little mound of dirt, because I can take this ball and I can throw it so hard, so fast, no one can even hit it, because I'm incredible. On the other team, there's another player with a long phallic symbol teasing him. Really? Behind him is another man squatting. Throw it right here. How about over here? You want to make daddy happy? Throw it right here. Throw it right here. Next time y'all gonna see a baseball game, you're gonna see that shit's gonna fuck your brain up. Oh my God, he's doing it! Look at he's doing it, honey, he's right there! Some of you women out there going, oh my God, this whole time I've been playing baseball. I didn't know I was athletic. I'm the home of double A. Play ball! And those sports I don't watch because of what it does. I don't like hockey. Not a fan of hockey. just a bunch of white guys with sticks chasing a little black thing. Not entertaining to my ass. Why is the puck black? Make the puck white. That'll make the game hard. Where is it? I don't know. Now, there's other things that we watch on TV. That's one thing. The United States, we are number one when it comes to watching stupid shit. We are. When we were locked down in our houses, did we watch shows to expand the mind, to grow the intellect? No. We found the dumbest people on television and made them superstars. You're watching a show, a bunch of Americans speaking English, but you still have to have subtitles. Just to understand what these idiots are saying, you must be out of your Duck Dynasty mind to let that shit into your skull. We actually had a show where the star of the show was called Honey Boo Boo. And it was on the Learning Channel. So y'all don't understand what's happening. Hollywood got sick of y'all watching talentless people on television. All those stupid reality shows, all those wives just spending money doing nothing. They said, we're going to take a show with actors, writers, directors, and talented people, and we'll just take a show that they once liked, and we'll just duplicate the hell out of that shit, and they won't notice. And they were right. How many versions of Law and Order is there on television? 58, 59, they got CSI in every city. CSI Los Angeles, CSI New York, CSI Miami. I want to see CSI San Francisco. What do we have here? A crime scene. Oh my God. I don't know who is injured here, but whoever decorated this place, kill him. Whoever would put those drapes to that couch, murderous. It's a crime against my eyes. Is that DNA on the couch? I know who did it. I just solved my first crime. You know, in the United States, we have a Food Network. A network devoted to food 24 hours, 24/7. Like Americans have a problem finding where the fuck the food's at. It's devoted to food. What can we do with food? All the things you can make with food, and all the chefs making all these great meals. They got boring. So after a couple years, they said, we got to fix this. So they came up with the craziest show on there. It's a show called Chopped, and it's the craziest show. Because on this show, what happens is they have a panel of judges, and they have contestants come out, chefs, and they have baskets in front of them, and they have no idea what's inside, and they just got to make whatever in there, right? So the host comes out, all right, chefs, welcome to this episode of Chopped. We have our judges ready. We have your baskets in front of you. Once you open up your basket, you'll have 20 minutes to make whatever inside for our judges to judge. Are you ready for this episode of Chopped, chefs? Yes, chef. Yes, chef. All right, open up your baskets. Tonight we have for you to make Mongolian monkey lips, Fruit Loops, and Bubblicious bubble gum. You have 20 minutes, go. And every show, immediately the chefs just start running and grabbing shit off the shelf in the pantry, and nobody on the show goes, wait. Did you hear what he said? He said monkey lips and Fruit Loops. And you have a recipe in your head that fast? What kind of bullshit restaurant do you have? Right? And every chef makes it in 20 minutes. With a straight face, they look at the judges tonight. I prepared for you a Parmesan crusted pan-seared Mongolian monkey lip with the Fruit Loop reduction and Bubblicious puree. And the judges eat it! And the judges are so full of shit. They're so full of shit. Because they'll sit there and critique it. They look at these contestants. First of all, they say, I love your portions on the plate. It was absolutely on point. The way it's presented is absolutely together. But I have to be honest with you, my monkey lip was a tad bit acidic. What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody on earth has ever tasted that shit. Nobody knows what it's supposed to taste like. If I made monkey toe soup in here, none of y'all would know what monkey toe soup is supposed to taste like. Now, if I made camel toe, needs more salt. Now, there's other shows that have been on for years that we got to get off the air. There's one that women like to watch that's got to get off the air, and that's a show called The Bachelor. That's got to go. They try to make it romantic by calling it The Bachelor. Welcome to this episode of The Bachelor. Yes, 25 women dating one man. And they have the nerve to call that show The Bachelor. That show should be called The Bachelor. That show should be called Last Hole Standing. It's not about him. They have the delusional women on, they interview them, and you see them. They're just so full of shit. The girls are like, I know I just met Brandon like a day ago, but I just feel deep down in my heart we have this amazing connection. I mean, girls, when you know, you just know, right? Now, I have to be honest. Tonight, he's going out with 10 of my roommates. He's going to make out with 6 and finger blast 2. But at least we'll have this footage of our courtship as our love grows on in the future. And then finally, a couple seasons ago on The Bachelor, they did it. Took them 20 years. After 20 years, they finally did it. They finally had a black bachelor. So y'all know the truth. That show was over. They have jumped the shark, because you know, once you go black, you're out of the will. But they had a black bachelor. Took them 20 years. And I watched every episode. All I wanted to see is these girls coming back from the dates. Did you have a good time? Yeah. Did you have a connection? Oh, yeah. Do you think you'll get a rose? A rose? That bastard better buy me a flower shop for this bullshit. Goddamn rose. And then they took it up a notch and they came up with the Golden Bachelor. All these senior citizens, nobody out there wants to see Nana get her swerve on. It's so gross. They didn't even have a rose ceremony. They just exchanged pill caddies. Betty, will you take my pill caddy and stay for an extra day? Shit. One more show that has to go off the air. And that's a show called Survivor. You know, listen to me. It's a show called Survivor, and there's no surviving on it. Where do they stick those people? In places we port. Malaysia, Thailand, the coast of Australia. Woo-hoo! Stick those 16 people in Detroit on a Friday night. I bet they won't vote off the black guy that weekend. All in favor of keeping Terrell? All in favor? Help! Think about the mini challenge in Detroit. Pure entertainment for your first community challenge. We're going to strap a 25,000 diamond studded necklace around your neck. All you have to do is run from here to the end of the block and back, yelling, I hate black people. First one back alive wins immunity. And there's other people that do great things on TV, absolutely great. You know, like Oprah did in her lifetime. Oprah's amazing. What she did in her lifetime is genius. A lot of young people don't know this, but Oprah used to have a talk show. Yeah, and at the end of her talk show run, before she went to her network and went, global, Oprah went on a special diet to lose some weight. And then she came back on the air and apologized because she said she had gained all the weight back. And I was sitting at home watching Oprah going, when was Oprah tiny? Because I didn't get the memo that day. I'm just saying, Oprah needs to embrace her fatness. Some of y'all may not know this, but Oprah Winfrey is worth $2.7 billion. Listen, when you worth $2.7 billion and you complain to the world about your weight issues, you need to shut up. Just shut up. Because when you worth $2.7 billion, you can pay somebody to smack the chicken out of your mouth. Just put that chicken down, Oprah. You know you can't have that no more. Back away from the waffles. Back away from the waffles, Oprah. It's going to go straight to your thighs. Now, we all know Oprah's done a lot of good. We all know that. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk to y'all about the worst thing that Oprah Winfrey's ever done in her life. And it is the worst thing that woman's ever done. And that is introduce us to Dr. Phil. That man has been on television saying absolutely nothing to people. Nothing. nothing, and he's not brilliant. All he does is state obvious shit. Who can't do that? All he does is look at his guests and goes, "You're an alcoholic, and you gotta stop drinking. You're fat, well honey, you gotta stop eating. You're not attracted to your spouse, well you gotta start drinking." Every show, for the whole show, he says a whole bunch of crazy shit, right? And at the end, you wait because you think he's gonna make this make sense. But he doesn't. He leaves your ass hanging every show. Because all he does at the end of every show is he looks at it and goes, "Let me say this. I've been listening to you for about an hour. I'm gonna tell you what I think, what I believe. Listen, if you want some help, I can get you some help. But if you don't want no help, well, I can't help you. We'll be right back." Every show. But every now and then they mess up on Dr. Phil. They let a man deal with Dr. Phil. What I mean by man, I mean a man. Man's man. I know they're trying to breed us real men out of the world right now, but we're hanging on. You other guys at home talking about your feelings. I'm sorry, but over the last decade or so, there's been an epidemic of the pussification of men on a level that I cannot comprehend. Sick of it. Sick of it, dog. Sick of it. Guys need to man up. And Dr. Phil had a man on his panel who says and does what he means. And Dr. Phil looked at this guy, "Let me say this. When you say to your wife, 'I can't see the TV through your big ass,' how do you think that makes her feel?" "Well, I hope it makes her feel like moving." You said, be honest. He was on, because when I said, "Dr. Phil, I worked hard on my diet," I said, "Honey, I lost 20 pounds. Well, look, my hand you found is right there. You don't feel that?" And every man has to learn how to be a man. I learned how to be a man from my father. My father's a real man. My father was married to my mother for 60 years. 60 years, that's a man. Now, he lived on his side of the house, she lived on her side of the house. I ain't gonna leave till you leave. I ain't gonna die till you die. If you stick around just to piss off the other person, that's love right there, dog. I ain't gonna die and give you the satisfaction of being happy. Our father blessed me and my brother with the talk. That birds, not that birds and the bees bullshit. I'm talking about the man talk. The truth about women. My father looked at me and my brother and just said, "Hey boys, it's time. I need to tell you about women. Now come here, I need to tell y'all boys, when y'all grow up and you want to be happy with your woman for the rest of your life, sons, every day, and I mean every day, son, you got to wake up next to her. Yes, every day. You got to roll over and you got to look at that woman you love and say from your heart, son, from your heart, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll mess up today, tomorrow, next week, baby. I'm sorry. The sooner you give in, the happier your ass gonna be, son. Look at me. Do I look happy? I'm just trying to tell you, mother's trying to kill me, son. That's all I'm trying to say. If I come up missing, check the source. Because as men, no one lesson as a man you have to learn is that there's rules that just don't apply. Certain things women can do and certain things that men can do. And there's just certain things that women can do that you can't do. You just can't do it as a man. Ladies, you can do it. You can get away with it. There's a lot of double standards. That's life. That's okay. You know, like ladies can get together differently. You can call up your girlfriend right now and say, "Come over to my house, girl." You go over to her house. It's all dimly lit. You got a couple of bottles of wine sitting there chilling, and y'all open up that wine and have some crackers and cheese and sit on that couch together, all nice, and just talk and laugh and drink your ass off. That's cool. Nobody complains. Nobody says anything. But as a man, if I go to my best friend's house, he's got candles lit. He offers me a glass of Chardonnay. I'm on a date. I was on the road, and my girlfriend at the time was traveling with me. I'm going to town to town. We stayed at different hotels, and it's been a week. We've been traveling. I've been going to all these shows. So she was tired. We got to this hotel. I had to go to a show that night, and she said, "Eric, I'm tired. I just want to relax. Can you just go do your show, and I'll see you afterwards? Is that okay?" And I said, "Cool, baby, not a problem." So I go and do my show. I come back into the hotel room, and there's my girl laying on the bed, All she's wearing is one of my shirts that I have for my show. And she was just lying on the bed, and I've been sitting here thinking about you, waiting for you to get back. And I was like, yes, it's nice. But why is it when my girl says to me, Derek, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna come back at the end of the day, I said, baby, it's okay, do what you gotta do, I'll be hanging out. And my girl comes home, and she walks in and sees me in her bra and panties. Why do I gotta leave? Why do I gotta move out? That's all I'm saying. You sick bastard, get the hell out of my house. I was thinking about you, baby. I was thinking about you. Just saying it's not fair. You guys are fun. Yeah, I can tell this. I got time. Still making pizzas. All right. The other side of it is this, though, and I want to share this with you. The fact is that I mentioned this in my first show that I'm single, and I am single. You know, I've been single my whole life, and people make judgments about entertainers when they're single. They assume a lot of things, and they don't know what the life is like being an entertainer. You know, the number one assumption I get is because you're an entertainer, you're like all the other male entertainers. All you do is you chase after younger women, because you can't be with a real woman. You can't handle a real woman. And let me tell you the truth, I do not want a younger woman. Younger women still have dreams and aspirations. What's the point of that shit? I want a mature woman that's giving up all hope. I like a woman that says sexy shit like, all right, you'll do. That's hot. I like a woman that said, you know, in the bedroom, just says stuff like, okay. Just don't take so long this time. Don't worry, baby, I'll finish before the commercial's over. I want to know how the movie ends too. You know, if you flip over, we can both watch. But I'm also in a unique position because a lot of you have been married and coupled off for many, many decades, and you've been with that same person. You don't know what it's like to be me. You know, I've been single my entire lifetime. So, you know, even though I had great relationships and stuff, but I've never been married. So I dated the gamut. I dated from younger to older. I know what that's like, and it's a matter of adjustments. When you date younger women, as a man, you get used to hearing things like, oh my God, that was amazing. I've never done that before. This is so much fun. This is great. I'm having a great time. Ah! Now I'm dating older women. Now I got to get used to hearing things like, my leg don't go that way no more. You know that's my bad hip. I can't lean like I used to. I have no grip in this hand. You know I have no grip in this hand. Just put it in my armful. Well, y'all never chicken winged it before? Chicken wing, chicken wing! Some of y'all gonna try that shit tonight. Honey, I think that comedian's on to something. Chicken wing, chicken wing, chicken wing! If you slide it between your butts, chipotle. The truth is, some of y'all don't realize how fortunate you are. If you found anybody, really anybody, that's willing to put up with your ass for longer than a day, you won, dog. But one thing I encourage you, stay where you at. There is no grass greener on the other side. I'm trying to tell you people, you do not want to be single in the year 2026. It's an absolute freaking nightmare. It's horrible. The worst ever to be talking to be single, man. All this shit and all this internet shit and all this Instagram, oh, it's just a nightmare. I met women that actually have 5,000 selfies on their phone and say their last boyfriend was a narcissist. Seriously. It's crazy, man. And the fact is, I live in the worst place to be single. single. Los Angeles, California. It's the worst place to be single. Most beautiful women on the planet live there. Every time I go, I walk around and wow, that is incredible. But it's the plastic surgery capital of the world. I am not lying when I tell you I've been on dates with women with fake hair, fake nails, fake butts, fake boobs, fake lips, and they go, I just want to meet a man who likes me for me. Bitch, you don't even like you. What the hell am I supposed to do? Listen, stop trying to fix everything on your body. Embrace your originality. If you got an A cup on the left and a B cup on the right, work that shit. You tell your man, well, you always want a threesome. Well, here's your menage a tea right here, asshole. You guys have been phenomenal. Safe travels on there,